What's up, everybody? Those that don't know, it's Joey. Most people know me by Snowroc. So we here. I wanted to talk about Donovan. The reason I left Donovan was because of a racial riot between the whites and Crips, and it was two white Crips involved. It's funny because it's over. But in the process, I got stabbed over my eye. I got my nose broke, and I ended up breaking the shot caller's jaw in three places. They say his teeth was moving around in his jaw because it was broke on both sides. Not bragging, but bragging. Yeah, I did that. But I'm saying, we were outnumbered. It was like, they were coming to get the new white crib. And this dude that just got here and nobody, knew him. Or, it was a whole bunch going on. And I seen what was going on, tried to, get over so I could holler at the shot caller and let him know, look, if it's people or anybody got a problem, it'll be one-on-one, and, we can deal with this. But ain't gonna be no jumping, ain't gonna be nothing else. You know what I mean? So before I could even get a chance to do that, this dude, he had just got out of the hole. He's a white Crip. So, he had just got out of the hole and he told administration, oh yeah, Snowroc, that's my uncle. Just because he knew of my reputation. And just by reputation, staff that were in his classification, like the captain or the program associate warden, knew who Snowroc was because I've been on the yard, as a white Crip. You're going to get noticed, especially if you're staying on the line, because I was mainline. I was, I wasn't going to the back of the road. So anyway, I'm here in Donovan, and this was about 2004. So they sent this other dude to the yard, this other white Crip. So, I was just there, and, it cracked off. And I'm not going to not participate in a situation like this because, you can't, mess with him just the same way you can't, do nothing to me. But one-on-one, anybody, go get him. Line him up. I will make sure this dude fights every fight. And I told him when he first got there, this is the way it was going to be. Because in prison, if you white and you running, with another race, there's going to be racial issues. I don't care who you are, where you are. This is how it was back in the day. This was, this was our parole. This riot happened in 2004. So I had been, I was on the end of a 12-year bid. I've been in for like 10 years already. So anyway, the way it happens is I'm trying to get close to the shot caller as we're walking back from chow so I can holler at him and tell him, anybody got a problem? The dude do the fight one-on-one, no problem. So before I could get a chance to do that, I hear in the crowd somebody say, do it, do it. And I'm looking around to see where the white Crip is at, and he's up ahead of me. And he's trying to get a light and trying to smoke a cigarette because he just got out of the hole, which is administrative segregation. For those that don't know, you can't smoke in there. So now he's out here. Somebody gave him some tobacco. He wants to smoke. That habit is a bad habit. So anyway, he's trying to smoke and he don't pay attention. And I see the guy swing and hit him in the neck. So I'm thinking that they just stabbed this guy in the neck. Now they're about maybe, 10, 15 yards in front of me, like maybe 10 at the most, and I see everything. So I just think, okay, he's done. I can't do nothing for him. So right now the shot caller is right next to me and I just tee off. I catch the dude right and broke his jaw. He goes down, So now there was another dude next to him and he's like, his lieutenant or whatever. And he's tall, skinny, skinhead. So, two-pieced and knocked him down. Not bragging, but, I know how to fight a little bit. So now, it's just a crowd, I'm getting hit from every angle. I can't even see it's so many hands upside my head right now. I'm getting socked from this side, hit from this side, So I get knocked down. So I'm on the ground and then I get back up. But I'm swarmed. As soon as I get up, bing, 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 bing. I'm getting hit from every angle. I don't know who's hitting me. I don't know what they hitting me with. I don't know how many people. You can't, if anybody been in a situation like this, you just trying to get enough room to swing. That's it. Defend yourself. Hit somebody. Get them off you. Back them up. So I'm trying to fight my way out of it and I go down again. So when I go down again, I grab a guy's jacket. So I got the corner of his jacket, so I know somebody's connected to this jacket, and I just lay into him. And I hit him, and I'm getting swarmed, you know what I mean? And then I fall down again. Now, this time the police are coming up, and, alarm's been going off. This is prison. So the police are here now, so don't nobody want to fight no more. This is usually by the time people get tired. So now they immediately back up and get down on the ground. So I get down on the ground because the police are here. But now, I'm bleeding. You know what I mean? I got a cut over my eye. It was just, I got a couple little, what they call it. I didn't even get stitches. They gave me the little tape that they put on. It was a little two staple tape over my eye, right on my eyebrow. My nose was broke, so my nose and the cut were all bleeding. So I don't know. All I see is blood dripping off my face onto the ground in front of me because I'm cuffed up, on the ground on my belly. The police are doing their, whatever. So they got to make sure everybody's secured first. So anyway, this all goes bad because I end up, we all go to the hole. Now, it was 16 skinheads involved with 2 white Crips and 2 black Crips. Now, other people said they got down, but, truth of it all, when I got on the ground, I don't know. I had hands all upside my head most of the time. I was fighting my way through it. But when I did, get to a spot where I could see, I seen 2 people that I knew that were gang related that just sat down and let it slide. You know what I mean? They were from the other side. They were young. Maybe they didn't know. I don't know. I don't ask for help. I'm not seeking no assistance. If I get into something, I'm going full tilt with everything I got. Ain't no, ifs, ands, or buts about it. So now, they get us all, cuffed up, secured. They take me to the infirmary because, like I said, I had to get the 2 sutures in my eyebrow. While I'm over there, the medical assistant, the MTA, was a black guy, and he was like, "Hey, man, you broke that guy's jaw. You broke his jaw. His teeth were wiggling around in his mouth. They sent him out to the hospital." So he's telling me the whole thing. The dude's jaw was broken 3 places. So I'm not, that's what I was currently incarcerated for, breaking somebody's jaw. I got into a fist fight in Tijuana coming back from a club. Ended up breaking a guy's jaw in 3 places, knocking out 2 teeth and severing a nerve in his mouth. Do I like to break jaws? No. Do I try to break jaws? I don't know. I have a reputation. I didn't try to. One time there was a situation. Now we on the yard, and one of the young homies had ran his mouth about hood business. Now that's unacceptable. You know what I mean? Something has to be done. So we don't play when, lives are on the line. This shit is taken very seriously. When you're in prison, you have to do what you have to do in order to survive. And you can't allow, people to be talking hood business because you never know what can get out. And next thing you know, somebody got a life sentence or, somebody's dead. And, we ain't having none of that, not on my watch. So, homie ran his mouth about hood business. And the first time I popped him in his mouth. And then the second time, another homie, he ran his mouth about hood business to his cellie. His cellie was from Hoover. We don't get down like that. Now, I understand in LA and the Hoovers and the hoods don't get along. But Hoover, I've heard Hoovers say they neighborhood killers. So I'm not, I'm not the one. I don't have no problem with nobody from Hoover. First and foremost, I'm from San Diego neighborhood Crip. I ain't got no problem with nobody from Hoover. But, I ain't going to be disrespected by nobody either. So, when it gets to a situation like that, that's when it gets blown all out of proportion. So anyway, the little young homie, was in a cell with a dude from Hoover. And then he had said some stuff, to him about hood business that was spoken on within the group, within the SDC CRIP'S. And he took that back and gave it to his cellie. And then ended up, doing some bogus stuff and going to a suicide bed. So, we don't know what's going on, but, his cellie comes out like, yeah, man, the dude's telling me this and that, telling all this business. Like, oh, yeah, this dude been doing this. So that's all bad, too. What we going to do? Something has to be done. I don't believe in smashing a homie. I don't want to demolish you so that you can't progress and move forward. I want you to be disciplined, spanked, learn a lesson, and move forward so that this doesn't happen again. Like I say, if you're in prison, lives are on the line. And you know what I'm saying? You know, I feel it because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes lives are on the line because of me, because of a racial issue. You know what I mean? You know, one of my homeboys can get killed in a riot. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's all kinds of stuff. I think about all that because I don't want none of my homeboys to get, you know what I'm saying, in a bad situation because of something Snow did. Snow lives and dies by his reputation. That's all I got. There it is there. Hey, if you like what you saw today, hit that subscribe, hit the like, hit the share. Share this with somebody. You know what I mean? You know, it helps my channel. Even if you share it to me, it don't matter. Share it to somebody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Check out the next one.